Have you ever been working on an assignment for a class and come across an example to back up your work but not really sure how it fits? In my speech, I'm going to inform you on the types of examples you can use and how you can use examples in the context of speeches and even other assignments. I got all of my information from oercommons.org under the tab called Using Examples. What I'm going to talk to you about today is the main types of examples, how you can effectively communicate them, and how you can use these examples to complement your key points. First, I just want to say that there are many ways to help a reader or an audience better understand the topic. You can use visuals, workshops, physical interactions, but the one thing that each of these things have in common is that they all can be considered examples. Now, for my first point, I'm going to talk to you about three main types of examples. The first main type of example is called a brief example. Brief examples are used to further illustrate a point that may not be immediately obvious to your audience, but it's also not so complex that you need a more lengthy example to back it up. Now, brief examples can be used by the speaker as an aside or just on its own. The second main type of example is called an extended example. Extended examples are used when a presenter is discussing a more complicated topic that they think their audience may not be too familiar with. Now, if you decide to use an extended example, you might want to use a chart or a graph or another kind of visual aid to help the audience understand the example. And the last main type of example is called a hypothetical example. A hypothetical example is a fictional example that can be used when a speaker is explaining a more complicated topic, but it makes the most sense when it's put into more realistic terms. A hypothetical example helps the audience or to better visualize the topic and to relate to the point of the presentation more effectively. And now I'm going to talk to you about my second point and how you can effectively communicate your examples. Now, communicating examples can be kind of tricky, but examples truly help the audience understand the key points of what you're trying to say. They should be straight to the point and complement the topic. Examples are essential to a presentation that is backed with evidence, and it helps the audience effectively understand the message you're presenting. An example is a specific situation, a problem, or a story that is designed to help you illustrate the principle. Examples are useful because they can help make an abstract idea more concrete for an audience. They can provide a specific case that are most effective when it's used to complement a key point. And now for my third point, here's how you can use examples to complement your key points. A method of effectively communicating examples is by using another example to clarify and complement a main point of the presentation. By doing this, it allows the audience to visualize the point that you're trying to make and fully understand what you're actually trying to say. Although examples that complement key points are important to a speaker, they should be careful not to overuse examples, as too many may be confusing to the audience and distract them from focusing on what the key points actually are. And to quickly review for you, I have now spoken to you about the main types of examples, how you can effectively communicate them, and where to use the key examples to complement your key points. And I hope now when you consider examples, I hope that this short presentation helped you realize how examples and how many examples you use can truly impact your work. Thank you.